Phasmophobia's newest and biggest update just released. There's a lot of new items and mechanics that, even in my 3.5 hour stream of us playing, I didn't even get to touch. Item tiers, a new level progression system, new mechanics that change the game entirely. There's a lot of stuff, and I kind of want to go over it as I've been super excited to play this update for a while. So what are my first impressions? Well, prior to 1.9, everyone was racing to get to the level they want before they get reset to 0. Getting to a certain level unlocks a bunch of customization options for your legacy badge that goes right onto your player model's arm. I got to level 1000, so I got everything up to the stars on each side. It's a nice little prize for legacy players, but my only gripe is that once you pick your custom badge, you can't change it later. Hopefully we get that customization option later, but before we move on, are these borders annoying you? Apparently I didn't even notice until I entered an actual game, but it changed everyone's resolution.
Are you windowed?
No, I'm not windowed.
Oh, do you have the bars?
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm windowed. Wait, no, you're so right.
Oh, it's just the resolution.
Wait, no.
I fixed
Why
the
is there borders
resolution.
on?
Resolution.
Oh, right you are. Yes, please fix on the stream as well. Holy shit.
I think I crashed.
Oh,
no way. Yeah, the crashing happened a lot too. We kind of just chalked it up to a bunch of people playing all at once for the day one release, so we let it be. Before we go into the new items and mechanics, I want to talk about the new level progression system. Previously, you only needed 100 XP to level up for every level, but now that's changed to a more normal level progression where the XP needed increases with each new level. They also added a new prestige system. I'm going off word of mouth here, but I think that when you hit level 100, you can wipe your levels for a prestige, which unlocks more items to buy. Legacy players start at prestige 1, while brand new players start at prestige 0. This is so returning players get to keep the maps and difficulties they already unlocked, while new players get to start slow and work their way up naturally. Legacy players don't get to keep their money from the previous version, and only get the basic starter items. I was worried about losing my money, because I had a lot, but now I'm kind of okay with it. Even as someone who's played Phasmo for a while, having the levels and money wiped makes it feel like I'm playing a brand new game, which I like a lot. It gives me something to work for, like new items, but more importantly, better items. I've only played with the low tier items so far, but even these are fun. I like having a little bit of a challenge, and these are definitely giving me that. I'll talk briefly about all the items, but there's 3 that brings the most changes I like a lot, starting with the dots projector. Instead of just going on the floor and just waiting for the ghost to shuffle across the room, it's now used like a flashlight for the tier 1 version. The other tiers do go on the ground like normal, but the biggest change of all of them is that instead of just seeing a goofy shuffling Sims 4 model, you now get to see the ghost walk around the room like it's actually there. Being that dots is a necessary evidence, we couldn't reliably get it to do it every time, but when it does, it's super cool to see. One major change this new mechanic brings is that it acts like a ghost event while not actually being one. And if it's a banshee, it'll always walk towards the target if they're in the room. I don't know if that'll help much in determining the ghost, but it's still a fun possibility. Another major item is the blacklight. The tier 1 version is just a glow stick, so not a new item, but the evidence for it now is called ultraviolet. This is because having ghosts leave footprints in salt counts as evidence now instead of just the fingerprints. This makes it a whole lot easier to find ghosts in rooms that don't have a lot of doors or windows for it to touch, which is a very nice quality of life change. Wraiths will still not leave footprints while still needing the evidence, so not getting footprints doesn't cross off a Wraith out the gate anymore. Fingerprints will also now linger for a bit, so you can get a picture way easier. The last big item is thermometer. Previously, getting the freezing temp evidence didn't even need the thermometer, as you can just look for freezing breath, but now freezing breath will appear at 4 degrees or lower, while freezing evidence is still below 0. Finding freezing breath means you found the ghost room, but not that you got the evidence. So to make sure you get the evidence, you have to bring a thermometer to check. I like this change since while I did use the thermometer to find the ghost room previously, that's all I used it for. So to have it be used for longer than just finding the room makes the items feel more important. The other items we got to play with is the new EMF, a little dial box that makes the worst clicking sound you ever heard and can't tell if it's on half the time. I am stupid, I had the thing off the entire time. The spirit box, a smaller version of the original box, and now speaks like Bumblebee.
Where is it? Which room?
From behind.
Oh.
Whoa! A notebook from Staples, basically the same as the original, but the higher the tiers, the higher the chance of them writing in it early, as I understand. A camcorder with the picture quality of a late 2000s YouTube creepypasta, and a paramic that looks like a phaser blaster. Not a whole lot has changed with these items aside from their design and effectiveness, but it's still fun to see these new items, and also knowing that you'll get better ones in the future. I don't have a whole lot more to say about this update yet, as it's still fresh, and I haven't had enough time to enjoy it myself, but I will leave you with a limited time strat to get lots of levels and monies fast. This week's weekly challenge challenge has you going faster than normal, while ghosts are slower in hunts. If you have the Bleasdale farmhouse unlocked, this is by far the easiest weekly we've ever seen, and nets you $5,000 and XP. Plus, weekly challenges give you a preloaded loadout, so if there's something you haven't unlocked yet, you can try them here. There's a lot to this update, and I'm definitely going to do more videos on it soon, but for now, since I have no idea how to end this video, here's a clip of me looping a ghost around the kitchen table. I looped that motherfucker around the table. I am getting out.